So I have been given a gift, and it's right here. You guys want to see what's inside the box? I know I do. Holy cow. It's another box. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get into this one too. Now that is some packaging. Listen, you know you're getting something nice when it comes packaged like this. That is unbelievable. Let's keep taking it apart.
2,000 years later.
The unboxing of this case is an experience all in itself. Let me see if I can't turn it so there's not a glare here for you. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, fans of the PC Rehab, let me introduce you to the BO400. Now this is a case by Jonsbo. This is their flagship case. It does come at a huge premium, but you truly are getting what you paid for. Now, if you've watched this channel at all, you know that I absolutely love Jonsbo. I think that they are massively underrated when it comes to cases because what they produce is just excellence. And this is, oh my goodness, nice. I think one of my favorite parts of this case is that you can actually take like the top mesh off and this front glass here, and you can swap them, moving the glass panel to the top to create more like one of the vision cases, and then you can have intake fans up here in the front. I really like that you can rotate that because you don't get that option with the majority of cases. Now, if there is one thing about this case that is absolutely undeniable, it is that this case is super premium quality. I mean, I have built in a ton of PC cases, and you can always feel the difference, you know, in how the case was manufactured, how sturdy it is, how thick the metal is. You can always feel the difference between a $80, $60, $100, $200 case. And then once you get to the $300 range, because that's what this case costs, it's a $300 PC case. I mean, you really are getting excellence with this. This is for somebody who really wants the best that there is. So as you guys know, I build PCs inside of the cases that I take a look at, just because you don't know how much you like a PC case until you've actually built a PC in one, because that's the reason you buy a case. You buy a case so that you can put a computer in it. And if building in it sucks, then I want to be able to tell you that building in it sucks. Now, I don't think that building in this case is gonna suck, but I do think that this case has a lot of different features that, may feel overwhelming. So I feel like once I put this system together, I'll have a much better understanding of, this case's ins and outs, what is good about it, what's bad about it, and I can't wait to tell you about it. But I will say that we are gonna be building the most powerful gaming PC that I have ever assembled is going inside of this case. I figured it's a $300 case. It deserves the most top-notch PC that I can possibly put in it. So that's what we're gonna do. And it's gonna be awesome. So let's get that started. feel like, come on, dude. Did anybody else see that coming? I didn't think those fans were gonna look that good. Wow. Now I completely understand the fact that this case is $300 will steer a lot of people away from it. Don't get me wrong, I don't blame you. That's an expensive price to pay for a case. But if you are looking for a premium case that has an extremely beautiful look and isn't really all that difficult to work in due to the massive amount of space you get for cable management, it's not the worst option. Now I will say these fans made everything a whole lot easier because you didn't have a ton of daisy chaining. It does all run off of one PWM fan header and one ARGB header, and they all have splitters so that you can connect all of them together. And realistically, I only had 1, 2, 3, and 4 wires to connect. I mean, it's very simple. They're all plugged into one ARGB header and off we go. It's super simple, couldn't be any easier. Now you guys probably did notice that there is only 2 sticks of RAM, and in the build portion we did put 4 sticks of RAM in here. Unfortunately, this board is just not having it when it comes to 4 sticks. Usually, especially with the Gigabyte boards, I can get it to run properly, but for this build it just was not gonna happen. So I returned the RAM that I did originally buy, and then I bought 2 32 gig sticks. So we do still have 64 gigs of RAM, it's just not 4 sticks. Now I don't know how close of attention you were paying to the back of the case while we were building, but once you remove the 2 drive bays, holy cow, is there a ton of room for cable management. You would have absolutely no problem building in this case. Now I know that it comes off a little intimidating, but I promise you, once you get started, it is not all that difficult. There's a lot of screws, so you do need to pay attention to where you are putting the screws, but luckily they do include a whole bunch of extra random screws, just in case you lose any of the 7 zillion you are gonna unscrew while putting your system together. Now, as far as thermals go, this is an extremely efficient case, running 3 intake fans on the bottom here, 3 intake fans on this back section here, 3 exhaust fans on the AIO, and 1 exhaust fan in the back here. We have 0 thermal issues. The max CPU temp was only 71 degrees for a 5080. I think that's pretty good. And for our 9800X3D, the max temperature we saw was 67 degrees. So I'm very happy with how well the case performs in cooling some pretty extreme hardware. Now, as far as the design aspect of it, I don't think that there is much else that you can find that's very similar to this case. It is very unique and it's very beautiful. And as far as builds go, I gotta say that this is probably, it's one of the more beautiful builds we've put together. I'd say it's at least in the top 5. It's not the most beautiful one. It's definitely very unique, but I don't know. We've put together a lot of nice looking systems. Which one's your favorite? And how about these fans? I mean, I've never seen fans like these. Now I know companies like Asia Horse and and the like, they do a similar thing where it's just like a brick of fans instead of being individual fans, but I don't think that they are at all this nice. Now, when we are at idle, they are dead quiet. Now, obviously, when you ramp them up a little bit, they're 120 millimeter fans, so they do have some noise to them, but it's not overly obnoxious, and they do a fantastic job of moving a ton of air. I mean, I'm just standing back here, and this exhaust fan is just keeping me dry. I don't know why I would need to be dry. I don't know why I said that. But they move a ton of air and they are very beautiful looking. So if you are interested in those fans, I will put links to the case and these fans down below so you guys can check them out. They're definitely worth consideration if you're trying to put together a brand new system, or you're looking to like maybe upgrade yours or case swap it, whatever your situation is. These would be a great option to consider if you're willing to spend top dollar on your case and your fans. Now, I have a question for you. Are there any cases that you guys would like to see me build a PC? And now, if you have been watching this channel for a little while, you know that in every case review, I build a PC in it. Because how well do you know if you like a PC case unless you've used it for its only purpose? So I wanted to ask you guys if there's a specific case that you want me to try and get a hold of so that we can put a PC in it and see how it performs. I mean, everything on this channel is for you. Help me help you to help each other. Now, while you are down there, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as smash that like button. It does wonders in helping my little channel move on to great YouTube success. And I also wanted to say that no matter where you are in the world, I hope that you are having the most fantastic day. And I'm gonna see you right here for the next video.